Yes, you did. So again, we're here with we're at Everlasting Life. We're actually waiting on Tony Browder and I believe Sister Gina. She has the African American Ancestry.com. But I just took my time and actually not wandered. I simply just felt the vibe and the essence of brother and sister here. He is Brother Ashep.
Yes, sir.
So Brother Ashep, Master Ashep, please share with us, man. How did you guys start this beautiful journey of Sons of Light healing?
This journey began back in way back in 1993. Because we incarnated in Tuscaloosa, Alabama in 1972. And somehow we made our way to D.C., and grew up in the church down south, having to go to church, and got away from the church. You're grown, you go away to college, things like that. And so once we find ourselves going back to the church, because we realized we have an extreme personality, so to say, reading the Old Testament, we found out we didn't have to die. A couple of prophets, Enoch and Elijah, Scripture says they didn't die. So we began to read the Bible. You talking about Moses, Abraham, we're like, what type of relationship, God? How do I be your friend? How can I be your best friend, God? And they come to find out, wait a minute, how do I not die, God? In 1993. And that began because, like I said, extreme personality committed and dedicated to not die, which now we realize we wish to ascend. It led us through Christianity because at some point we felt as though it's here, but it's not giving me, it's written, but
it's not giving you a total context or
right,
total essence or deeper meaning, right?
Yeah. So we went to Buddhism, Zen, Hindu, not so much the Buddhism, but all the more the Eastern philosophies, studied Chinese medicine, and what happened,
which is originally from us.
Yes, all of it comes from us, which we come to find out. The Hebrew Israelites, even Everlasting Life is a product of the Hebrew Israelites. Yes. We was back in the day when they built this place here. We was tearing the walls and had the auditorium in the back, so we was part of the movement.
Even from George Avenue, all the way over here?
From George Avenue, Brother Baruch, yes sir. He's an elder brother, he's holding the vibration as well. And then it wasn't until we came across the Kemetic philosophy of spirituality and the science of spirituality that says, okay, if we are gods, which is even in the scriptures, here is a way to realize you are a God through understanding the various faculties of who you are, know oneself. And the Kemetic philosophy brought the science of knowing oneself, so much so, well, how is it I'm God? Well, because the planets are inside called the chakras. We have emotional fluctuations because the emotions, the energy inside of us, the planetary energies, the archangels, the deities, it can be either vibrating in harmony or out of harmony in a nutshell. And so just like I say, the Alcera Set Society here in DC and the Kemetic philosophy opens us up to how to not just intellectually says, okay, we are gods and yada, 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 but to feel that through experience, a moments of omnipotence, whereas we want something to happen, we can just, boom, there it is.
Make it manifest.
Omnipresence, whether it's meditation or just what's happening over in this, oh, that's what's happening, whether remote viewing, an astral projection, even the omniscience, the intuition that we have, Tahuti, Dwayal Tahuti, whereas we didn't know, but something just came, something just told me. We all have these glimpses. And so the Kemetic philosophy, which we embrace, allowed us to understand in the simplest terms that I and I, the observer, we have two tools that we mainly use: our will and our life force, our heart and our mind. So how to align our heart and our mind, our mental body and emotional body, so they're dancing as one. Which again comes back to the chakra system and the meridian systems. And so what we discovered was these crystals, since they don't change their vibrations for the most part, they're crystals, they stabilize. Depending upon what it is we become aware of, that we may need a balancing in, there's a crystal for that. Because our lifestyle is about totally harmonizing our heart and our mind. We totally decked out bling bling in the copper in crystals. Because copper is all electronics, it conducts energy. Even by itself, it allows one to just flow, be more fluid, your blood to flow. Arthritis and stiffness, carpal tunnel by itself. When you add the crystals, it enhances that with the properties of the crystal. And again, with the intention of, because we're looking to get our emotional body in harmony or our mental body in order to have both of them to dance, depending on where we are in our awareness of how to self-heal with understanding who we are as a being. This is who we resonate in. That's how we got started through understanding we don't have to die. We don't have to die.
Right.
And how we don't have to die? Understand that first we don't have to die. And then what's the process or what's a plan of action? First understanding self, how we made, and how we can, in a sense, just raise our vibration through harmonizing. And just simply get so high in vibration that we just out of here.
So for the table that you have displayed here, please share with us just the crystals that you do have here. And as I point to them, just let us know what are the properties and what can we assure ourselves so that we understand what is it that we are wearing or adorning on our bodies.
Cool, right on, get back. The citrine, generally speaking, is called a merchant stone, prosperity, money, and generally just willing, bringing things to you. The clear quartz is like the master healer. This is the most common crystal of all crystals. Most people are familiar with the clear quartz crystal. It resonates with all your chakras, and it simply amplifies your thoughts, expands your consciousness. So whatever you're thinking about, this will help bring those thoughts more to fruition. This beauty here is a chrysocolla. It kind of looks like turquoise. But the chrysocolla resonates with your heart chakra and your throat chakra. It allows one to speak your truth from your heart. It's also good for musicians and creative people. The amethyst is a good stone for your sixth chakra, your third eye, or your first eye. It helps with the intuition, insight. We just spoke about, some people call it the Akashic Records, but we all have access to this infinite intelligence through hunches, intuition. This helps to bring that out. Carnelian helps with first, second, and third chakras. In a sense, it's like the strength and creativity. It like combines your will and your creativity together. The carnelian stone, first, second, and third chakras. Rose quartz, your heart chakra. It allows one to love self. It assists with healing the physical heart as well as again loving self, because you can't give love and love someone else without a proper loving of self. And loving of self is limitations and boundaries, because this is what's good for me for the betterment of my own self. And that helps you to transfer that so you don't give all yourself all the time because you think you should because you love someone. You know, bring those boundaries in the proper context. Another rose quartz. Black obsidian. The black obsidian here and the black onyx are bothly all black stones, including the red jasper here. These three stones are for grounding and protection. The difference is, generally speaking, the black obsidian allows one to go inside. It's made from volcano. It cools really fast. When one want to go inside, the trauma from childhood, they be ready to look at, to heal ourselves, this is stone that go inside for that. The black onyx, just generally speaking, it protects you from fear. There's fear, anxiety, sadness, all those low vibrating frequencies. The black onyx kind of shields from the low vibrating energies. And the same as the red jasper. The red jasper also provides slow, sustained energy to the life force, kind of like a long distance runner. It's not a quick burst of energy, but the red jasper, it protects you, it grounds you, and it provides like a slow charge to your life force. The tiger's eye, the all-seeing eye, again, first, second, and third chakra, like the carnelian, but it's more so with the will. Less creativity, the carnelian, but it is more so allows you to use your will and way with your birth chart or natal chart based upon your purpose. This helps you to use your will the way you came to use your will. That's a tiger's eye. Moonstone, this is a wonderful stone here. We have it on here. Some of these things. The moonstone is stone that helps you with your feminine vibration, the feminine energy. Men and women, like I was sharing with the brother earlier, because sometimes men, as the masculine vibration, we can be so masculine, so manly, that we either forget or ignore our feminine vibration, that compassion, that healing, that there's a certain soft side, the creativity side. So this moonstone that helps to bring out the intuition, the creativity in both men and women in a more harmonious balance. The green calcite is very similar to the chrysocolla, but it's more so with mainly the heart chakra, and it helps just like the rose quartz. Rose quartz and the green calcite helps you compassion and love, loving self. Black tourmaline, this is one of the gems, along with the black stones, but also besides protection and grounding, it also protects from like the Wi-Fi, the EMF, the EF, the you know, you ever got these unlimited data plans on these cell phones and the Wi-Fi is all around. So the black tourmaline helps to dissipate that energy and raise that vibration as well. So these are the main songs we have here. We have more, but based upon the day, you know, this is the selection we have today. For example, this is what we call the selenite chakra one, where it has the red jasper, the carnelian, the citrine, the emerald. We have one emerald here, good for the heart chakra again. Blue calcite, the amethyst and the citrine. And all these 7 stones resonate with the 7 chakras. So this selenite chakra one, and selenite is good for charging all stones, charging the body, and connecting you etherically to the ancestors, the ETs, you know, those beings who may not be in physical body, but are still assisting us all the time. So we just made a one out of that. We have a healing one here, so, you know. And one more thing, just this is called orgonite, which we call solargonite, sons of light orgonite. And orgonite is just, we use an epoxy resin, we mix it together, and we put metals, copper, steel, brass. We crush up some selenite, crush up clear quartz, got some charcoal off in there. We have some amber pine resin, and those devices used to clear the environment as well. Like an energy purifier, they raise the vibration around you. Whether it be your home, your desk, laptop, they just raise that vibration. So it sounds like healing. We got started. We didn't want to die. And as we say, this is how not to die. We have a plan of not dying called the BOAT, Meditation Initiation System. And we're just simply sharing, you know, the tools that we use to assist us in aligning our vibration, raising our vibration so we are able to ascend to the 3rd dimension. You know, in a year now, if I just say, but nonetheless.